We all know the MK party is trying to get the land back. The MK party is trying to amend certain sections of the South African constitution to even introduce African law and get rid of some sections of the Roman Dutch law, because the Roman Dutch law is not working to benefit black people. So they want to introduce the African law. Some of us has done our small research there and there, but we're not scholars, so we don't know as much as these people know, because they are just proposing these things, but they know deeper as to how they will implement it, how they will do it, and how they will go about it. Some of us don't know, but some of us have a lot of questions because we want to know. And some of the questions I have for President Jacob Zuma and Mr. Judge HLOPHE about changing the Roman Dutch law and introducing the African law is that if you are introducing the African law, is it just going to be specifically African law or South African law? Because we all know people of South Africa, they like to be very entitled of their things. They like to have their own things, their own South African things. So if you say African, will South African people appreciate that? Will they welcome that proposal? Or is it going to be South African law? And if it's African law, will it be a combination of all the cultures around Africa if it's African law? Because we know there's different countries in Africa, there's different tribes in Africa, there's different languages in Africa. And if it's African law but in a South African context, which dominating culture or dominating a language will they outsource most of their laws from? Because we know in South Africa there's different tribes. There's the Tonga tribe, there's the Venda tribe, there's the Pedi tribe, there's the Sotho, Batswana, Baxhosa, even Baswati. Some Baswati are from South Africa, not just from Eswatini. And there's even Zulu. So in which context will the African law be based on when addressing certain issues of culture? Or will it just be accommodating to all the tribes, to all the cultures? And what about the changing of cultures? Because we are living in a changing times. So will that type of constitution, when it's based on African law, will it also adapt to the changing of times? You know? So yeah, such questions I have, and I hope one day when I meet Judge HLOPHE or Mr. President Jacob Zuma, I will have a proper opportunity to ask them these questions, and they will have a proper opportunity to explain to us, and I will document it. I will record videos so you guys can learn, because I also want to learn, because I'm one of the people who don't understand how they will go about it, which language will be dominating, which culture will be dominating in the African law, you know. And will it just be South African, or will it be the whole of Africa? Such questions, I have them, and I believe plenty of people have such questions, and these questions must be answered. These things must be addressed, because most of these people proposing all of this, they will leave us with all of this information, with all of these things, because they are old and their time is limited. Death not be proud to anyone, but what I'm talking about is fact. Most of these people proposing these things are old, so they need to leave us with wisdom. They need to answer our questions, because we are the ones who are going to be bearing the consequences or reaping the fruit of whatever they are trying to bring forward for the next generation. Most of them, they won't be there, you know, when most of these things are implemented and fully functioning in a society. So we need to know as young people, so we can carry their wisdom forward, so we can also help them implement their things when they are normal, so we can defend whatever they stood for when they are normal, you know. So yeah, such questions, I have them. I have plenty of questions, but I just wanted to raise this, and anyone who knows or who's closer to Mr. Judge HLOPHE or President Jacob Zuma, can you show them this video, and can you let them maybe one day do a video or give these questions to one of the journalists, and when the MK party is hosting a press conference or a presser with the media, one of the journalists can ask these questions, so we can get clarity as the young people. Thank you very much.